Therefore, we have to understand all the attempts to enjoy in this material world and to control other living entities is all insane attempts. They will never fructify. We can only go on eternally binding ourselves more and more in this material world and suffering more and more while falsely thinking that I'm enjoying. The living entities in this material world are all thinking, I will enjoy. If I become Prime Minister of the country, I will enjoy. If I become President of the country, I will enjoy. If I become the richest man in the businessman in the world, I can enjoy. If I become a scientist and discover something and get a Nobel laureate prize, then I can enjoy. If I dress myself up nicely and get Mr. Universe or Miss Universe, I get crowned, then I can enjoy. These are all crazy thinkings you cannot enjoy in this material world. This material world is not Sukhalaya. It is not a place where Sukha is available in different pockets. You work hard for it and you have got luck on your side. You have got the support of all your good people and you can get the object of your desire and you can enjoy. No, this material world, on the other hand, Krishna says is Dukkhalayam. It is a place for giving misery. It will show something and then it will mislead you. There was one joke somebody shared. One man, what happened after he died, he went to the entrance of heaven. So at the entrance of heaven, there was one person who was who had a reception desk. There was a reception desk. And all the people, they come there at the reception desk. Whoever have died, they approach there. And at the reception desk, they report. And then they will be asked certain questions. And then they will be given a chit. Either you have to go to heaven or you have to go to hell. Now this man, when he died, he went to this reception desk. So at the reception desk, of course, this is a story, not reality. But just to, understand this concept. So this man went to the reception desk. So the receptionist looked at all his records and he said, you have done some activity by which we'll give you a choice. Generally, nobody is given a choice. Everybody is given directly, you go to hell or heaven. But for you, you are something special. You are given a choice. You can decide whether you want to go to hell or you want to go to heaven. You have got some results because of which you can enjoy in heaven. Some results you have got because of which you have to go to hell. So you decide where you want to go. So he said, okay, now how to decide whether to go to heaven or hell? He said, I want to see both places first. Once I will see, after I see, then I will decide whether I want to go to heaven or hell. Okay, fair, no problem. For a few seconds, we'll take you to heaven also, and then we'll take you to hell also. So then he was taken to a lobby, and there was a lift. There was an attendant. He pressed a button. Zoop, it went up, door opened, and he came to the gate of heaven. And there he saw everybody singing, dancing. They are going around doing various activities. Everybody is very happy, bright, nicely dressed. Okay, good. This was expected. I expected heaven to be like that. So half his mind was made up. I think I should come to heaven. But anyway, let me see hell also. I've heard a lot about hell. Let me see hell also. So he told the attendant, okay, please take me to hell. Zoop, the lift went down. The lift went down. Then the door opened and he saw, oh, lot of greenery. And there is a beautiful arch. And there are so many lights which are lit up. And people are all wearing nice dresses and singing and dancing. And somebody is drinking. Somebody is holding a woman close to him. And both of them are kissing each other. So many things are going on here. So he saw, heaven is far more pleasurable than, hell is far more pleasurable than heaven. All these years people used to misguide me, saying that hell is full of misery. And there, the Lord of hell, Yamaraj or Satan or whoever you want to call, he was also sitting, wearing nice coat, suit and all that, smiling and blessing everyone. See, everyone says that you go to hell, Yamaraj will give you so many, and he's very fearful to look at, and all these things. But you look at this one, hell, so nice, everybody is enjoying. So then the attendant said, sir, time over, we have to go back. So he went back up, and then the receptionist at the desk asked him, so sir, have you decided where you want to go? This man said, heaven is nice, but then there is no drinking and all those kind of things there. And I saw all my friends are also there in hell. They are all drinking, they are gambling, they are smoking and laughing and enjoying. So I think there is more pleasure in hell. So I'll go to hell. Said, okay, sir. He gave him his ID card, ticket and all those kind of things and said, please go this, take this and go to, take the lift and go down and you will get an entry into hell. So he went down, zoop, the lift again took him down, lift open, he stepped out, immediately lift door closed, over. And then he steps out and looks. Suddenly he's seeing all what he saw when he came, everything is gone. That greenery, those lighting, those nice people and all gone. Now what he's seeing, big desert and burning sand. There is no water everywhere. And he's seeing all his friends. They were all nicely dressed and they were all, singing and dancing. They are all wearing torn clothes. They're all, faces all very wrinkled. And somebody is carrying a big heavy weight and somebody is whipping him. All these things are going on. So he said, Hare, this is not what I saw. When I came and saw hell, there are so many nice things happening. And then he saw the Satan who was presiding over hell with, dark teeth and hair and very ugly looking. He approached him slowly, very fearfully, and he said, Sir, I came a little while back and there was Mr. Satan sitting here, but I don't see him now. Hey, I am only Satan. He said, huh? How did you transform like this? Then he said, when I came, there was so much nice singing, dancing, all those things going on. Where did all that disappear? How come all this sudden transformation has happened? Then Satan replied to him, oh, that when you came, we were campaigning. We were running a campaign advertising campaign to recruit people to hell. And poor fellow, he got caught up in this. So like this, Maya does a recruitment campaign. She runs an ad. And that is how people, when they look at this material world, they think they can enjoy. Oh, look at this rich man, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Ambani, Premji. They're all such a big house, Antilla, multi-storied house he is having. I am struggling to have a rented house, one, a small matchbox-like apartment. This fellow has built a multi-storied apartment as his home. He must be enjoying like hell. And look at the amount of money he has. He must be enjoying. Somebody else looks at some big scientist. He went to this one. He got a Nobel Prize and he came back. And the whole papers are writing about him, newspapers, media, everyone. That man is himself I'm a small E-class scientist in some DRDO or something. One day I should also become like him. I can also enjoy. So let me work hard. And somebody else, he's some party worker. He's going around pasting posters on the walls. That is his job. And the policeman, if he sees him, he will come and give him one lathi. He will give him nicely in the back. And he's also struggling. But when he's pasting the poster, he's seeing, oh, this leader, he's showing his hand and thousands of people are attending the rally. That leader is enjoying like anything. One day I should also become like him. And so even though he's getting beaten by that policeman, still he's working so hard, thinking one day I can become like that. Like this, every person is looking up to someone else in his field and he's thinking, if I become like that, I can enjoy. But fact is, nobody is enjoying this material world. These are all advertisement campaigns run by the Pishachi, the ghost of Maya, in order to capture you and retain you in this material world. And you go on running after Maya like this, and we keep running after Maya like this. It's like an animal running after a mirage in the desert. We think, oh, I've reached till here, little more further ahead I go, I'll get that water. And you run further ahead in the desert, that mirage also keeps moving. And you keep running. Water is there. Finally, what will happen? You will die. Similarly, in this material world, everyone is running. Somebody is running after money. Somebody is running after power. Somebody is running after woman. Somebody is running after man. Somebody is running after money. Everybody is running like this, thinking that this will give me happiness. But never does he taste that happiness. One fine day, the final moment of death comes and he has to die and he has to leave behind everything and go. And again, start the whole cycle. Every life that we take, Maya has her ad running, her campaign running. Constantly her campaign is running. New, improved. Just like these soaps, you will see advertisement. New, improved. Same soap. Nothing is different. Color they'll change a little, they'll change the shape a little, they'll change the wrapper, they'll change the model in the advertisement, and they'll say, new so-and-so soap, improved so-and-so soap. What is there? The soap is the same. But then you want customers. If you don't advertise like that, customers will not come and buy. So, new, improved, keep changing the cover, keep changing the color, keep changing the shape. But what are the ingredient? Ingredient is the same old soap, nothing else. Similarly, this Maya is also constantly giving us hope. New, improved, new, improved. Like this, Maya keeps on giving us hope of enjoying in this material world. But this material world is actually dukkhalayam. It is designed to give distress, packaged in the form of happiness. Externally, it looks like this is happiness. But you go and taste it, it will give you distress. This is the ghost of Maya, how she attacks us. Therefore, we have to become careful. We should not become attracted by the ghost of Maya. We should become attracted by the wonderful qualities and pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, who has such inconceivable powers that he can bring about this whole creation. He can bring about multitudes of universes from within his body and still remain unchanged. Such inconceivable, achintya jnanagocharaha. Such inconceivable qualities the Supreme Lord possesses. And he is such a wonderful person, loving person, such a sweet person. And if we go back to him, we can enjoy life thoroughly. That is the real place of happiness, the spiritual world.